we must come to realize and to see that the roots of racism are very deep in our country. And there must be something positive and massive in order to get rid of all the effects of racism and the tragedies of racial injustice. Good morning. I am Jamar A. Boyd II, a member of the Samuel DeWitt Proctor School of Theology, Master of Divinity class of 2020, and president of the Georgia State Conference NAACP Youth and College Division. I'd open up with the words of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King to remind us that the commodification, devaluation, and dehumanization of black and brown people is not new, and it is not a new phenomenon in American culture. It is the very bedrock of this nation, a country founded upon the principle that all humans are created equal was notoriously unequally applied and never fully extended to include the millions of New World Africans who came to these shores in the hulls of ships known as human cargo, whose skin possesses melanin, hair contains kinks, and whose futures are more beautiful than the earth itself. This lure and loathing by whites of the black body signified by the centuries-old practice of blackface monstrously is part and parcel of the narrative of American culture. And this, the 400th anniversary of the arrival of the first Africans in English-speaking North America, the events of our day serve as a stark reminder that here in Richmond, Virginia, the former capital of the Confederacy, we have a long journey ahead to truly live the principles and practices of deep democracy and transformative justice. As a millennial, my generation is far too aware of the power and virulence of white supremacy. The Gina Six, Trayvon Martin, Freddie Gray, Flint, Michigan, Colin Kaepernick, Ayanna Pressley are but a few of the names, places, and moments that have defined our everyday lives. These are the people and moments that have framed our existence in a society that continues to live in the long shadow of an ingrained anti-black racism that arrived with the 20 and odd Negroes that arrived on the White Lion at Port Comfort in August of 1619. These moments are etched in our memory and are constantly showing in the theaters of our reality. It connects us to prior centuries of prior injustices while forcing us to sit and wrestle and ask the question, at what point does the truth of our pain, the celebration of our triumphs, and the authenticity of our witness transform our world into one where we all are truly respected and honored, and black lives really do matter? The time has come for radical transformation. We must affirm the worth, value, and dignity of all people, regardless of race, gender, class, nationality, and sexual orientation. We must struggle for a broad and deep democracy. We must kneel for justice when ritual and tradition insist we stand for injustice. We must demand a new nation and a new world as we unapologetically declare. And I leave you with this: my blackness is not the problem. It is the foundation of possibility. The possibility of a new society. The possibility of a world where justice flows like water and righteousness like a mighty stream.